Volleyball is back dito po sa Philippines.
What a rally we have here between these two ladies squads. Boy Bambola, Nolex sa likod, and that's it.
Timing is everything talaga.
Wow! And that is the score. Oh, championship point.
Tuloy pa rin ang aksyon dito sa bakbakan.
Pinalo, movie score. Wow! Lahat na papatayin. And the crowd here at Popco Arena are having the time of their lives.
This is where it all started.
And whenever I see girls and boys selling lanterns on the street, we can all remember the child in the manger fast asleep. Alam nyo na kung bakit ko sinasabi at narinig nyo na most probably very early this morning dahil bare months na. And from all of us here at V-League, let us be among the first ones to greet you. Merry Christmas, Philippines! At buhat po rito sa Paco Arena, we are all set and ready to give you 3 games para sa schedule natin for today as we would like to welcome all of you and of course yung holiday greetings natin. Of course, Benji Santiago rito, kasama ko si Ana Gupico. Mag-shoutout ka kay Jose Marichan.
Merry Christmas! Advance Merry Christmas sa lahat. Maaga na naman yung mga celebration natin ngayon dito sa Paco Arena this Sunday.
Yes, that's right. Ay naasahan natin si Jose Marichan would also be joining us in watching all of the games that we have for today. Sisimulan natin 2 games in the men's division ng Emilio Aguinaldo College going up against UST. And then later on, FEU laban naman sa Letran. And then in the women's division, Letran laban naman sa UE. So punong-puno tayo ng aksyon for today. Bare months na nga. For some of us, ang consideration nila rito, bar months na daw. Anyways, eto nga, we would like to tell you that nagsisimula ang ating panibagong buwan at unti-unti nalalapit na rin tayo sa mag-consider natin the semifinals at saka very important makikita natin dito sa ating team standings.
Right now, we have FEU Tamaraws and the DLSU Green Spikers leading the men's standings. And right now, we have UST at 4th, who is playing today right now. And they're going against EAC Generals, who is currently at the last spot with the Ateneo Blue Eagles.
At saka, yun pa maganda, no? Dahil kung talaga tutusin nga natin, it's the top 4 teams who will play in the semifinals. Pero syempre, tinatapos nila yung mga assignment nila here in the preliminaries. And if we're gonna be talking first about eto nga muna, no? Dahil ang kalaban ng UST, etong EAC Generals, we'll be taking a look at their previous game. And of course, makikita natin dyan, Ruther Abor coming up with 24 points. Siya na naman ang bida doon, Ana.
Indeed, that was their first game na nanalo sila against Perpetual. So, it was in 5 sets. Imagine, bench. 49 attacks yung binawa ng Generals against Perpetual. But what we can't see in the numbers was their blocking system was on point. Although they have 9 blocks each, as the score says. Pero meron ding factor yung matatag na blocking nila that help their floor defense set up dun sa kanilang spikers. Kaya nanalo sila during that game. Parang ito yung mga hindi natin nakikita with the scores. And that was also because it was Ruther Abor who was contributing a lot when it comes to the blocking, the attacks, even an ace. Tsaka yung defense din niya all around. Etong si Ruther.
At yan, makikita natin yung kanyang mga numbers nga dyan, with 24 points. Finally, something paid off for this guy and the rest of his teammates in the previous game. Let's see if they could come up with the continuity of their victories. Baka sakaling masundan pa. We are all here to witness that if it's going to be possible for EAC against a very strong team na alam naman natin some of their players na inaasahan nila nakabalik na para rito sa UST. And in their previous game, of course, yun nga, nanalo sila 3-1 set victory. It was against Letran.
Their statistics were up by miles against San Juan de Letran, but you know, Letran was able to get 1 set against UST, and it was because of the errors committed during that game. So, yung attacks nitong UST had 56 attacks over the 38 attacks that Letran had. Even the aces, Pati yung blocks, 8 points yung linamang nung blocking na tong UST against Letran. But also their errors, 10 points din yung difference nung errors na binigay ng UST against Letran during that game. But overall, UST was able to take over and win against Letran.
And UST, of course, starring role dyan, si Doc Simbao, who made a lot of his teammates come up with some great numbers. Yun yung sinasabi, making his teammates look really, really better. Look at his numbers here.
Exactly, that's 16 excellent sets and 5 players scoring in double figures thanks to Doc Siambao. And ito din yung isa sa mga hindi nalalagay sa statistics natin na nakakascore, yung setters natin. But they're doing so well in setting up their teammates, in decision making, yung mga strategy, being the main playmaker in the court.
And right now, let's turn you over to ating venue announcer to introduce the starters for this first ball game that we have.
First referee, Ms. Jocelyn Del Rosario, International Referee. Second referee, Mr. Joven Rosales, National Referee. Now calling on the starters for Emilio Aguinaldo College, Generals. Let's start with their team captain at number 15, Kenneth Batyansila. Wearing jersey number 8, Frelwing Takulog. At number 9, Mark Palatino. Jersey number 11, Paul Gura. At number 14, Ruther Abor. Jersey number 16, Dave Gante. Their starting libero, number 10, Mark Santos. With their head coach, Mr. Rodrigo Palmero. Now let's meet the starters for University of Santo Tomas Golden Spikers. Starting off with their team captain, number 7, Dux Yambao. At number 1, Ray De Vega. Wearing jersey number 5, John Macam. At number 8, Ellen Colinares. Jersey number 10, Jaira De La Noche. At number 14, Trevor Valera. Starting libero is number 12, Adriel Alaba. With their head coach, Mr. Oji Mamon. This is match number 21.
The starters para sa EAC, ang Emilio Aguinaldo College. Of course, Ruther Abor will always be a part of that starting unit for EAC, and let's see if others could really help him out. Hindi rin biro at hindi madaling kalaban itong kanilang kaharap for our first match for today. But after coming off a win in their previous, let's see if they could follow it up. And over at the UST side, makikita natin dito si Poy Colinares will be starting along with Doc Simbao, whom we talked about at the top of our coverage. Let's see if he could produce some really excellent sets and just to make things look better for his teammates here. It's going to be EAC who will open up this ball game. And welcome to set number 1. All of the action happening right here at Paco Arena. And how about this? At miss hit. It's EAC actually taking the first point here. Coming after great offense na nakita natin doon. Once again, of course, Benji Santiago, Ana Grupico, and later on, yung mga inaanak ni Sara Asido, nandito siya sa Paco Arena. Ha? Yung ninang ninyo?
Ninang ng lahat.
Anyway, we're just really having a great time here. Sabi nga natin, Philippines is considered to be one of those countries and most probably the only one who's celebrating Christmas really, really very, very long.
Dahil September 1 pa lang, nakita na natin
Yep.
yung mga Christmas lights kumukuti-kuti.
I know. Ready by EAC right now. Let's see. Trying to keep it tight and very aggressive. Look at that. 2-1 lead that they have right now. As Frel Takulog is at the service area.
Frel Takulog has been doing so well for the Generals. Yung mga past few games niya, isa din siya sa mga contributor dun sa blocking. So, malaki na din yung contribute niya. Simula ng first game nila dito sa V-League, parang medyo may mga first game jitters. But now that we're, almost in the semis, nakikita natin how everybody is showing their full potential. So, nakikita natin nagpipeak tong mga players natin right now.
Ang problema lang dito, kung nasunod-sunod ka na ng talo dun sa umpisa, how are you supposed to really rise from sa ating team standing, from their position in the team standings?
But they have been starting because during their last game, they beat Perpetual. Ito din yung kinalaban nila sa NCAA in the finals. So, it's not really too late. And mind you, they're also a rebuilding team. So, most of their team composition, puro rookies din, lalo na dito sa starting lineup nila.
It's, of course, yung morale to boost them. Not only that, syempre yung regular season pa rin nila tinitingnan nila rito. And this is all part of the preparations that they are doing here. But of course, it's very competitive pa rin kahit pre-season ito.
Siyempre, kasi kailangan mo magpakitang gilas kasi this will also be the basis of your coach.
That's right.
To know who will be the starting players for, their kanya-kanyang seasons nila.
And not only that, of course, that opportunity to come up with some challenges from the other league. UAAP and NCAA, nagbabakbakan dito, nagkakalaban sila. This is the only place where they could meet like this. At ito, tingnan natin ang Jiangnan attack of the set. Hotpot ba? Attack na sa Jiangnan.
That was J-Boy Di Vega with an attack. Kanina din, bumabawi siya sa blocking. So, meron na siyang attack and blocking points.
Actually, in the previous game, siya yung tinangkal na outstanding player. Of course, we talk about Doc Simbao. Sabi nga natin, yung involvement, not exactly the intangibles, but the way you would set up the plays here, and for players to come up with very nice numbers. As we take a look at J-Boy De Vega trying to go cross court, but it went wide.
During their last game, itong si J-Boy had 11 points.
Yep.
But he's not the only one who had double digits during that game. Merong 5 players. Kasama na dyan si Sally, si Valera, si Preliminaries, and si Macam with the double digits for UST during their game against Letran.
Dahil nga kay Yambao.
Yes, diba? Very well distributed.
Yes.
Lahat nag-shine.
Poy Colinares at the service area. The score is tied at 5 here in the opening set. There's that push here from EAC. And going for that kill. And getting the point for UST. And that was J-Rock de la Noche making it happen. So up with a 1-point lead right now on UST. Good service for Poy Colinares. There's that drop. How about that pickup for UST? Ball still in play here. Going for the attack. That goes in. It caught the line in the corner.
That was Mark Palatino. Look at that replay.
Nobody home there. Finding an empty spot, a vacant lot, basically. We're all tied up again at 6 in the opening set, and a service error ng EAC.
Mark Palatino is also a rookie for the Generals. So, isa na rin siya sa mga go-to nitong EAC. Last game, he had 15 points.
Imagine.
Siya yung
Parang hindi na
nagtitrail.
rookie, no?
Oh, he's trailing behind Luther Abor, who we all know is the go-to player of the Generals. 15 points. Along with Frel Takulog. Sila yung mga double-digit scorer for the Generals during their game against Perpetual.
It's going to be UST. He'll take us to the first technical timeout in this opening set. And wait. Tama ba? So may challenge.
Yes, there's a challenge before we go to the technical timeout.
Kung sakali. Tingnan natin. Ito na, maaga pa lang dito sa atin. May challenge na. EAC. It's a block touch challenge that we are going to be awaiting the result. So far, plenty of deadlocks already and lead changes dito pa lang sa ating opening set.
Tsaka yung UST, inaambunan ng blocking yung mga attacks ng the generals ngayon. Parang nahihirapan sila to go through the blocking system of the Tigers.
Spikers. Golden Spikers daw sila. Yeah.
The Golden Spikers.
Yes. So we await carefully figuring out, is this going to be successful or unsuccessful? Tingnan natin, the moment of truth.
Looks like
And
there's
wala
none.
no? Oo.
Dito pala sa mga video challenges, kitang-kita yung kuko, no?
So eto na, 8-6 for UST. Ito na yung technical timeout.
Parehong galing sa panalo at parehong may misyon na ituloy-tuloy ang ganda ng pinapakita dito sa liga. Sabi nga ni Coach Rod, unti-unti nang tumataas ang level ng laro ng Generals. Kahit panay rookies, kampante na silang humarap sa kahit saang laban. Mas may kumpiyansa, mas may tiwala. Habang sa UST naman, balik na ang national team member na at bronze medalist na si Josh Ebanez na paniguradong isa sa alas ng Golden Spikers ngayon. Ben Shanana?
Pero hindi siya nag-start, ano? At alam ko nga, Sarah, tinatanong mo kanina si Josh kung maglalaro siya. At ang sagot daw, ano? Depende kay coach.
I mean, he just came from his last stint, so he's probably very exhausted.
May jet
Dahil-
lag din ba pag ganun?
Part din yun, ha? Nakaka-apekto din yung jet lag, yung traveling time sa athlete's
Sa bagay.
body.
Yeah. So, yan.
Tsaka, right now, meron ding changes na nangyari dito sa lineup ng UST. So, since Josh is back, yung libero din nila changed. So, si Yamanaka, who was the libero before,
Yep.
is now an opposite spiker, which was his original position. So now, Luna is the new libero that took his place. Along with number 12, si Alabar. Yun yung mga liberos ng UST right now.
Wow. 2 consecutive aces here for De La Noche.
There's already 2 aces for UST right now.
Delivered by this guy. Sinisimula ng mamahay sa service area na yan. As they are up so far, the largest here in the opening set. Pero, well, sabi nga nila, too good to last. Service error naman. 7 serving 10.
Itong si De La Noche, still a bit quiet compared to his other teammates. Last game he had 5 points, but you know, I think he's consistently building himself up.
And sooner or later, that's bound to come. Pero eto muna para sa UST as they get another point and back to another 4-point advantage here in set 1. So G-Boy. The push, but it went wide for EAC.
That was a good idea. Napalabas lang ng onte because as you can see, hindi nahabol yun.
So eto na. Lumaki na ang lamang ng UST, up 5 this time around, 12-7. EAC trying to make a comeback. Baka maiwanan nga naman ang gusto. Luther aboard, going cross court. Let's see here. So we got a rally going on. How about that back set and a push? So Luther aboard finding a vacant spot on the other side.
Ayun, based on this replay, parang unti-unting nahanap ng the Generals yung mga spots ng UST na medyo may kahinaan sa defense. So I think it's really about tactics and strategies for the Generals if they want to win this game.
A good scouting here for EAC, but that time around, and that was number 5, John Macam, actually coming up with a cross-court attack. 13-9, the number of attacks here, +4 para sa UST.
And if the Generals want to win, they have to replicate the same blocking and floor defense system that they had during their game against Perpetual. Because right now, parang it's missing. We can see that itong mga spikers ng UST, they're parang easy sa kanila yung point. Every time they attack, nakakascore sila agad.
Just the way they wanted, they're having their way. It's got to be an adjustment para sa EAC if you're going to be talking about a floor defense that they need to have. Samantala, there you go. John Macam again angled it pretty well. Now they're enjoying the 6-point advantage. Look at that leap and that kill.
Parang it's showing to be so easy for UST to score at this point.
Speaking of the EC, that was an ace. Ace number 3. And second technical timeout here in the opening set. Courtesy of Contigo Sports, talagang they're always finding ways to make it very, very interesting for you to be able to really understand what's going on. Diba? And of course, saludo tayo, Mr. Joel Macias ng Contigo Sports. That's the way we do it around here for V-League Collegiate Challenge. Oh!
That was Ruther aboard.
I know, diba?
Parang medyo tahimik pa yung mga attacks niya kanina, but now I think it's starting to have more power. Tsaka may tating.
But he's got to be aggressive. Tingnan natin kanina. Threatened. Oh, that 1-2 play. Nakatalikod pa si Dax Yambao from the net.
It's really so nice to see his play now. Parang grabe din yung improvement nitong si Dax Yambao. Very confident na yung kilos niya. Very sure. Ang ganda and very strategic.
It's got to be one of the highlights here in set number 1 for UST, most especially with Dax Yambao. Here he goes for the back set. As EAC with a good dig. Ruther trying to go sa likod. Recovered and picked up here. G-Boy with that push. Ayun na, ilaglag naman that time. Uy! Pero may infraction. It's going to be called against the EAC. Sayang. So break's still going the way para rito sa USC as now this is the largest advantage that they have, up to 18 serving 10. Let's see if this trend could continue here. G-Boy went for it right there in the middle. It was returned. But this time around, that push. And there's a net touch that's going to be called an EAC, paving the way for UST to be up by this much.
They're also changing it up, yung strategy nitong EAC, because they could see that the blocking of UST parang very solid. So it's really hard to penetrate. But, you know, they're switching it up, nag-hard push sila, pushing the ball towards the end zone. Pero there's still some adjustments with the execution for the Generals.
Kasi para sa kanila on the fly, as they'll start noticing the defense nga being put up here by UST, especially with those blocks. Pero EAC can come up with their own also right here. Taking a look at this play right here, Anna.
This is the blocking that the Generals need to have more of para makahabol sila in the set. Now we're at 12 serving 19.
And those kind of things that they could not afford. They make a mistake like that. As UST is up by 8 again, that kind of a service error.
We're now 20 serving 12.
John Macam, a couple of great attacks earlier. And he answered yung service error ng EAC with his own service error. So may mga giveaway points, both teams.
Both teams have around 7 errors already in the set.
Aba was able to lift it up. Oh!
Medyo kinabahan ako dun sa palo ni De Vega. Parang tumama din siya sa antena for a bit doon yung ulo niya. Now we're seeing Ibanez inside the court. Si Snow White is back alive from the last stint.
There's the joust. Good pickup here para sa EAC. There's that push. USC was right there, ready for the block. EAC right now. Rally ongoing. G-Boy will finish it with a cross-court attack.
Valera with the back set. Na-surprise din yung teammates niya doon, but it was a good setup.
EAC will call a timeout. Let's listen in.
G-Amazing daw. G-Amazing. Bayot na bayot. Bayot na bayot na. Gating sa depensa. Tanggalin na natin yung isa. Tanggalin na natin yung isa. Naguguluhan kayo, hindi nyo madepensa, no? Kasi kung saan sa kayo nagpupunta, hindi kayo nagbabasa. Pag two-man block, area block, pasok mo yung kamay mo, ayaw mong umibabaw, hindi umaabot sa tao. Nasa lalim. Stay! Bye! Na yung bola, nauunahan pa ng palo.
I would like to welcome everybody right here at unang game pa lang natin, unti-unti. Of course, you got no place else to go. Bisitahin nyo kami rito sa Paco Arena. As we take a look at Josh Ibanez right now. Yes, he's back for UST. Here he is. As EAC has managed to come up with a point after calling a timeout. Delaying UST's trying to quicken their march to finish off and get a win here in set 1. Abor with a good serve right there. G-Boy. Good pickup right there for EAC. Sila naman ang papalo. And it's going to be a point here. It's an infraction was called here against UST.
A net violation mid-air. Itong si De Noche.
Wow. Klase din yung service niya na over-receive patuloy. And that's EAC who got that boy. Boy pa sila rito. Trying to make a comeback.
Unti-unti itong ginagawa ng the Generals. Parang di sila nagpapapressure dun sa gap that UST have over them.
Sometimes hindi ka na nga titingin sa scoreboard. You just have to keep on playing.
Exactly.
Diba?
Kasi dun lumalabas yung laro mo pag hindi mo minamind yung outer mga pressure coming from the outside.
And Josh Ibanez short with the attack. At patuloy ang piling up of the points here ng EAC na naghahabol. Deficit is just 5 right now. Kanina 9.
And mind you, Josh was a libero in Alas. So hindi siya masyadong
Sa
nakaka-attack.
bagay. Nanibago.
Siyempre, merong adjustment na kailangan gawin. And then UST, he's an attacker. Isa siya sa mga main scorer nitong UST.
UST, di na umaandar. 22 sila. They need to call a timeout. Let's listen to Coach Oji.
Yung nalaman doon?
Magkano pasa? Ayun, magkano sir?
Hindi ko maintindihan eh.
Magkano lang? Huwag yung
Ito kasi nilong set mo kanina eh. Ando doon yung pasa ni Diyos eh. Second tempo mo lang doon. Di naman naabutan si Jera. Hindi ko maintindihan eh. Pinahirapan mo yung sarili mo, pinahirapan mo kasama mo. Pasa mo na.
Basically, if we're going to be actually figuring out, paalala lang. Kasi nga, napako na sila just sa 22 points na yan for quite some time. As Ruther Abor, can they still continue? At siguro momentum breaker din. Kung gusto mangyari ni Coach Oji as EAC is going on a rampage here. There you go. See? Sometimes maganda yung resulta. Estela Noche. So gumalaw na muli ang score and they're just 2 points away to close out the first set. Rinig natin si Coach Oji. Sige lang, maglaro kayo dyan. O nga naman. Wala kayo ibang gagawin, kundi maglaro.
Wala silang choice.
And that's what we are all here to witness and enjoy, folks. Check out yung Facebook page din of V-League PH and the YouTube channel. Just in case nagpe-prepare pa kayo, if you could visit us here.
Oh!
Wow!
Ang underwhelming ng umaw ko. Pero grabe yung saves ang ginawa ng UST doon. Baka yun pala yung kailangan nila para mabuhayan inside the court. Let's look at that replay.
Grabe ano, oo, nasa
Save
taas
pa
na.
ba
Oo.
Josh yun.
Kaya nga eh. Ay, yung Diyos talaga nasa langit yun eh.
Sunday po ngayon. Reminder magsimba po ang mga madlang people.
Multiple set points already here. Well, let's see that push from EAC. This time an attack will ensue here. Kaya pa for EAC. So action continues. Aba! Naku. Yun na.
And in that sequence, nakikita mo si Josh din yung nagsiset. Parang lahat na kinuha na niya talaga.
Well, that's the importance of Josh Ibanez right here as UST. But for a little while, they were threatened, but managed to close out the first set 25-18. 25 minutes, that's all it took. Pero if you're going to be reviewing everything that happened in the first set, wasn't really that easy for UST. 25-18, taking the first set. And here are some of the highlights that we have seen here, Anna.
UST's blocking was on point from the beginning until the end, and they were able to gain a lot of attacks then care of De Vega. We have De La Noche. Even Docs had a point during that set. And also with the EAC, parang unti-unti nilang nabibuild up yung attack points nila. They were adjusting dun sa pinapakitang defense ng UST and yung mga attacks din nila at that time. So during that set, we have the statistics. UST had 12 attacks. EAC had 6, and then 3 blocks for UST, 2 for EAC, 3 aces for UST. So medyo nagkaroon ng onting first ball na problem itong Generals compared to their last game. So they also have to amp it up. And when it comes to errors, UST had more than the Generals during that first set.
And UST, of course, would like to still jump up sa kanilang position number 4. Basically, number 3 kung tutusin sa ating team standings dahil nga top 4 lang po ang mag-move on sa semis. Wala po tayong quarters, ha? And it's going to be very, very interesting. Both for the men's and women's po yan sa lahat ng mga nandito na kasali natin. Ha? So we're taking a look at the players on the floor for both teams. So si Abor nandyan pa rin, and well, we've been given a chance actually to see kanina si Josh Ibanez. Later na ba uli?
Makikita natin, nagsaset na naman siya.
Kaya nga eh. Do it all, ha? Ang nangyayari para kay Josh Ibanez. Let's see here, 1-all sa ating set number 2. And Sean Makam also made a couple of headway plays with his attacks back in the first set. And it's an ace! So 3 aces back in set number 1. Nagsisimula na naman ba rito para sa UST? Those are some of the things that are really helping out at the UST Golden Spikers. EAC has got to be ready for everything. Ball. And still UST right there with John Makam. Back row attack. Successful.
They're just really taking turns when it comes to their shining moments. And that's thanks to Docs also because binibigyan niya ng chance yung mga teammates niya to shine.
Exactly what happened to Datsembao prior to coming into this game, and basically is picking up from where he has left off. 2 serving 3. Nice serve right there for EAC, and let's see. They're gonna get the point here. G-Boy has just delivered.
And UST's attackers are way above the blockers of the Generals. So, parang nakakamot na ng ulo tong blockers ng the Generals for now on how they're gonna be able to stop those offensive attacks.
And the awareness of the recovery para sa UST side. Let's see. Oh. So, Palatino was able to do his thing here. Coming up with the point off the block.
Yan yung mga strategy na kailangan nilang gawin, the adjustments. Especially with the solid block of UST. They need to be creative with their offenses.
They have to do more of those. And ito pa rin ang UST. G-Boy coming up with the block right there. Happy with the way things are turning out. That was a bore, not exactly a player that you could easily stop. So J-Rat de la Noche serving. The drop. Quick awareness on the part of UST. There's that push from back row. De la Noche. Palatino tried the drop. G-Boy trying to go back row. Somebody's there. Good pick up here by EAC. UST's turn right now. The combination. And it's going to be EAC with a point.
A single block by Ruther Abor.
Well, some things have to go their way. Ito na naman, ganito tayo ng set number 1. Just close in the early goings. Ruther Abor. Really a lot on his shoulders. That's with regards to his reliability. But unfortunately, EAC will give up a point rather para rito sa UST.
UST's fort is just well guarded
Yun
at
lang.
this point. Parang pader yung tinatry i-break nitong Generals.
A little quick play right there for EAC, but UST is still there. Here's the combination. It's out. Sometimes you want to be aggressive just to get things going for yourself. Pero pagka ganun nga, agresibo ka tapos did not produce a great result, so parang back to earth ang feeling. Yun naman, nakakuha sila ng libreng point because of that service error from UST.
Tsaka mahirap din manggigil bench because pag nanggigigil ka, nasasayang din minsan yung efforts ng teammates mo. Because they really fought for that point and then nadadaan lang sa gigil sa outside. Especially wala namang masyadong blockers, ganyan. So, you know, it's also frustrating on your teammates' end.
8-5 UST going into this technical timeout. Back here, and of course, she's back. And let's listen to her, Sara Asido.
Nakakwentuhan ko nga si Coach Rod Palmero at si Ruther Abor ang napag-usapan namin. Ayon kay Coach Rod, suwerte siya na makuha niya si Ruther. Bukod sa magaling ay napakasipag pa na bata. Alam niyo ba na walk-in tryout itong si Ruther? Paalis na nga raw ito ng tryout ng maalalang kunin sa lineup ni Coach. Sabi nga ni Coach, parang aksidente lang. Pero in reality, tinadhana talaga siya para sa Generals. Bench ang Ana.
Yun lang ang sinasabi na naswertihan. It's all a matter of timing, being at the right place at the right time. So we take a look at some more numbers here with this 8-5 lead ng UST. Ayan, nakita nyo na, pati yung mga numbers natin na ipi-play by play na ngayon no? Ibang klase.
And that's thanks to Contigo Sports.
Yes! So, level up pa ang Contigo Sports. 8-5. Over receive.
Yun yung gigil na pinag-uusapan natin kanina. Doc Siambawa, setter but also attacking. Marunong din siya pumalo.
Somehow, return to center na nangyari doon, and it's going to be a point here for EAC. And Paul Gura serving. That's in!
That's De La Noche for UST. Kanina pa natin siya naririnig.
Yep.
No? He's contributing a lot for UST in this match.
Mas marami pa yan kasi masison na eh. De La Noche Buena, De La Medianoche. Madami na yan.
September na talaga. Christmas season na. Another one for De La
Yes.
Noche.
So really getting a lot of attention here is this spectacular couple of plays that we have seen from De La Noche for UST. Up by 4, 10-6. Let's see what... Oh!
So
Yun ang
far,
regalo.
yes. So far, yung mga over-receive na tong EAC is proving to be to their advantage.
Pero as tumama sa net nahawakan din yung net, so it's going to be a point here for EAC. Dodged the bullet right there. Pamigay na yun Wow. Doc Zimba was trying to be creative, not exactly figuring out kung ano ba to, one-hand set ba ang gusto niya mangyari rito or a 1-2 play? Anyway, the confusion, it results in this comebacking EAC just with a deficit of 2.
And he can't spike because he's at the back.
Yep. Good dig right there at the back para sa EAC. So ito na yung atake. They were ready for it. Takulog. Good rally here. Buhay pa rin, UST. Punta nga tayo sa likuran.
That was Colinares with a quick attack.
And good recognition. It's going to be hard to defend when almost everybody from EAC was trying to go in front, getting carried away with the exchanges. So John Macam serving 11-8.
And mind you, the Generals are not trailing behind by a lot. That's just 2 points right now.
Bumabalik pa nga sila
Parang ano sila silent creeper. Hindi mo napapansin, nandiyan na pala sila sa likod mo.
Well, they're trying to crawl back. They lost that in the first set. This time they're trying to tell us a different story, but UST with Boy Colinares getting himself involved here for the Golden Spikers.
And Dux is switching up the strategy. Kanina, puro wing spikers yung pinapagana niya. Now it's Colinares, the middles, the quick attacks. But that was a service error on Colinares. Nababasa na kasi ng Generals yung mga attacks ng UST. So, Dux is being more creative now.
2 points down. EAC.
Looks like there's a first ball problem for UST at this point. Unfortunately, yung mga over-receive nila, it's a point against them. Pero yung kanina yung Generals yung nag-over-receive, parang puntos pa on the Generals end.
Nasa swerte nahahaluan ng swerte ika nga for EAC. They just down by 1.
Yun, hindi daw yung swerte lang.
Yan, kailangan trabahuin. Yun ang ginawa ni G-Boy De Vega. So still with the lead here on UST. So Gerard De La Noche serves. Palatino, return to sender. He'll nabitin na. Yun na. A scramble for EAC, and they paid dearly for that miscommunication.
Gante is still improving his decision-making and his execution.
It's an ace. And things are looking up and good para sa UST.
2 aces already for UST.
They had 3 back in set number 1. So basically the trend continues.
Now yung mga first ball error ng the Generals is proving to be an enemy for themselves.
Pero they're getting some breaks dahil yung mga service error naman ng UST.
8 errors already for UST.
Imagine, yeah, no, timing. 4. And Bauer got set.
Another setup for the middle, this time for Valera.
16-12, UST is still ahead. We'll be back. Back here, and you can see the trend, how it went here. UST is ahead 16-12 here in set number 2. They already took care of business back in set number 1. And G-Boy De Vega, fantastic action that we have seen from him. His aggressiveness, trying to go cross-court and almost doing everything here. He's getting a really good set from Daxiambao. And this time, UST, EAC still unable to do anything in that sequence right there. (17-12). Dito na naman, lumalayo na naman ang UST. Huwag natin pabayaan na lumayo. Yun naman ang sinasabi rito ni Ruther Abor.
Back row attack niya na yun, may halong kembot pagkatapos. And he's the go-to attacker talaga ng the general. So, kailangan pa niya maging mas creative and mas aggressive when it comes to his attacks.
Set push. Good pick up there by UST, sending it over. Wow, the dig. G-Boy. Rally ongoing. Hulog. May sagot ang UST. Ang UST naman sa attacking ganyan from Valera. Walang sagot ang EAC. You can see the reaction from some of the people who are watching us here live sa Paco Arena after that point by Valera for UST, which gives them a 5-point lead. Sorry, blocks 2 for UST, only 1 for EAC. There's got to be some more when we're going to be counting the number of attacks on UST against EAC here in set number 2. Grabe, 11 attacks, only 4.
It's really the errors of UST that's also dictating yung scores nitong the generals.
Parang kung hindi dahil sa error, mas malayo pa siguro yung lamang ng UST. This time they're up by 5.
That's also the reason why Letran won ng isang set during their last game against UST. Kasi yung errors din nila yung nagbibigay ng puntos sa kalaban. And that was a very powerful hit by J-Boy De Vega.
So parang nagbabalanse. So we have plenty of errors, but we also have plenty of attacks. Like this Jiangnan attacking the set. Hot pot ba? Attack na sa Jiangnan. G-Boy De Vega, who else? Frel Taculog went for it. They'll get the point here.
That was a net touch violation for UST.
So dagdag na naman sa error ng UST. They got total of 10 so far. Dave Gante. He's got to be present here. Yun lang. It sailed out. His service. Timeout's going to be called here by Coach Rod.
Na kayong dalawa eh. Sa akin, yung dapat nyong gawin. Ano ba ang alam nyong pwedeng gamitin na technique sa kanila, sa blockers? Ano sa tingin mo? O ano ginagawa nyo? Ba't di nyo gamitin? Ikaw, Mark, nananahimik ka pa din. Ha? Kasi puro mali. Kung titingnan nyo yung mali nyo, napaka-minor. Nagmumukhang major kasi lalo kayo nananahimik. Sabi ko sa inyo, natural na mahirap silang kalaban. Unang-una, ang lalaki niyan. Pero hindi nyo pa pwedeng sabihin na pigilan kayo. Nagpapapigil kayo eh. Di ba may pinag-aralan kayo? Gamitin. Let's go.
EAC!
Fight!
Well, we've heard Coach Rod trying to still pump up ang EAC. Admittedly, alam niya malakas yung kanilang kalaban.
And visually, mas malaki din talaga yung UST, yung build nila. In terms of height and, you know, like muscles. So, kailangan lang nilang tiyagain isa-isa.
Here's a ball. Tried to drop. It was blocked. Hulog. There's always an answer for UST. Hulog denied. Boy Colinares. Iyan na nga yung size advantage na binabanggit ng EAC as they go up against UST.
And Coach Rod was reminding them to be more creative with their attacks, put more variation kasi alam na nga nila na the blockers of UST are there. So kailangan i-check out, you know, use their skills. Tsaka pinag-aralan nga nila to during their trainings.
3 points away, up by 7. To get another set win here for UST. EAC. Chance here for UST. Let's see, they try to drop there from G-Boy. Oh! Something has got to happen well for EAC and Ruther Abor.
Good call by Gante. Dalawa yung attacker niya sa likod, so ang ganda nung bigay niya dun kay Abor. We have Tamayo in and Takulog out.
EAC would want to make a good scoring run here. 16 serving 22. And De La Noche at it again for UST. And Josh Ibanez comes back into this match here. UST 2 points away and closing out set number 2. Combination for UST. Nandon, great pickup here for EAC. Oh, yun lang. So sila rin somehow parang nagagawa nila yung sarili nilang problema.
We're already at set point.
Yeah, multiple set points here for UST with Josh Ibanez serving for the set. A service right there.
And yung service niya, akala ko floater lang. Pero ang lakas.
Ang lakas.
But that point goes to the Generals. Hindi pa tapos. Ayaw nilang ibigay lang yung last point na to for UST.
So a set point saved by EAC. Yansila, the serve. Sabi ko nga, they need a good scoring. Oh, okay. That's basically it. Their own undoing. as UST takes another set here to lead 2-0, 25-17 in set number 2, UST. So 2-0 na para sa UST at medyo mas mabilis pa nga ang ginawa nilang paraan because of some of the errors din ng EAC which actually turned out to be costly for them. 25-17. Taking a look at some of the highlights that have happened here in set number 2. Anna.
During the second set, it was a lot of misreceives and service errors coming from both teams, but UST was able to prevail during that set because lamang din sila talaga sa attacks, and you know, when it comes to blockings and aces, malaki yung difference that UST set during that second set with 13 attacks. Meanwhile, the Generals had 6 and then 3 blocks for UST. Meanwhile, 1 for the Generals and 2 aces for UST. But the errors, dun din malaki yung binigay ng UST for the Generals with 10 opponent errors from EAC and 7 from UST.
Sabi nga natin, UST, a lot of those high-risk plays that also creating a lot of errors for them, but managing to take care of things when it comes to attacks. Marami pa po ang pwede kayong maupuan dito. Just in case you want to visit us and watch the action live sa Paco Arena as we take a look at the players on the floor here entering set number 3. So 2-0 na ito para sa UST. Ang EAC Generals. Let's see if they could come up. At ayaw naman nilang mas-sweep in this particular match. But the UST will get the first point here, courtesy of Poy Colinares. Gusto na ba nilang paspasan ito?
And we're seeing more combination plays from UST's end. So parang mas pinapakita na nila yung galaw talaga nila, but that was also Takulog showing us what he can contribute to the Generals.
They're going to be coming up with a whole lot more, not just from Ruther Abor, because Frel Takulog could also do the same thing for EAC. It's going to be a point here for EAC. First ball problem ng UST that time around. And eto na, EAC. Okay pa pagka ganito, yung parang first half of a set. Pagdating nung second half ng set, doon na sila nalalayuan ng UST.
And even though in the first and second set, UST was leading, parang the Generals, they were just behind. Not by far. Or nung lumalayo na, nung mga second half of the set na nga. But right now, we can see that they're picking up the speed. Parang sumasagot sila dun sa mga attacks ng UST and yung mga blocks nila. So, let's see if the Generals can keep that up and maintain that tempo.
This has got to be a survival set for them if they want to keep their match a little bit longer. Good pickup right there for UST. There's that push by G-Boy. Anong isasagot naman ng EAC? How about that block by Paul Colinares? Where are you going to go? There. So UST up 3-2. Chan Makam. Serves it into the net.
We're now at 3, serving 3.
Atiancila. It's also got to show up here para sa EAC. Good dig right there. Trying to be quick about it, but still unable to do it with the presence right there in front by Poy Colinares for that block.
He's been consistently leading his team when it comes to blocking.
There he is with a good service. That's a lot of power. Good dig. Colinares making it happen to keep it in play for UST. EAC going for another attack, but you can only do so much. Luther Albor. Binalik niya kay Colinares. Subukan mo uli ito. Ito tingnan natin. Kailangan talaga ni Albor. Kailangan din nila mamuntos.
Binabawi niya yung mga blocking sa kanya dun sa harap eh. Kaya pagdating sa likod, binanatan.
This time around, ito naman, Sherwin Amandal making his presence felt, announcing that he's on the court right now. Getting the point for UST as they are up 5-4. Oh! Yun lang. It's... Ito na naman nata ang UST, no? So you're going great with your attacks, pero humahabol yung errors nila.
And just in this 5 points, 2 points dyan galing sa UST for, the Generals points.
Pero ito, nag-error din ang EAC.
And during the second set, that's what we saw. Parang palitan din ng service errors on both teams.
That is out. Parang hirap ng mga choices para sa EAC. You want to be creative. Okay, sige, let's angle it.
But it's also execution.
Yun rin.
And finally,
that's a better way to do it. Kailangan eh.
That's Takulog being creative for you.
Hindi naman ibig sabihin na nagkamali ka nung una, hindi mo na uulitin yung gusto mong klase ng atake na mangyari.
It just takes time and practice.
Back row attack. Mandal right there, bumalik. Makam this time! And they couldn't put a stop on him. As he goes cross court and taking us to this technical timeout. Ito muna ang ating Jiangnan attack. Hakpat ba? Attack na sa Jiangnan. 8-6 UST. UST is still ahead by 2 this time. Bisitahin muna natin si Ninang Sara.
Dax Yambao is definitely one of the best setters here in the league. But during his high school days, outside hitter itong si Dax. Kita naman natin sa mga atake niya. Nakwento nga rin ito na kung hindi siya volleyball player ngayon, malamang esports ang pinasok nitong industry. Hilig talaga ni Dax ang online games kaya di malabo na pati dito ay kaya niyang mag-excel. Kayo ba, Benj and Hannah? Ana, nahilig din ba kayo sa mobile games?
Candy Crush. Yun yung mobile games ko.
Yun na yun.
But grabe na din yung growth ng esports in the Philippines.
Oh yes, sinabi mo pa.
Part na rin ng Olympics yata yung esports, if I'm not
I'm pretty
mistaken.
sure it's really gaining some international fame for one thing. Tsaka milyones sa mga pinag-uusapang premyo dyan sa esports na yan. As for Dax Yambao, that's the way he likes it.
Meron na siyang backup plan.
Yeah,
Kung gusto
totoo.
niya mag-retire sa pagiging volleyball player.
So EAC closing in. Pero yun nga lang, you gotta be taking care of those service. And bigla na naman sayang na pagkakataon for EAC. It's UST who's up. This is the guy we were talking about earlier. So nandito siya sa volleyball. And volleyball has been very good to him somehow. Nakamuna push. There's a readiness right there. Oops, easy over na lang para rito sa panig ng EAC. And it's not gonna be easy to stop that, especially with UST. G-Boy de Vega.
Nagpapalitan na nga ng combination plays ang parehong setter. Even Gante of the Generals nagko-combination play na rin.
Dito na naman ba magsisimula ang paglayo ng UST against EAC as they are up by 3. There's that push. Oh, good recovery. Good pickup para sa UST. Atake. Poy Colinares right there. Wala kayong kadala-dala. No entry.
And he does it single-handedly.
Kaya naman niya.
Hindi ko na kailangan ng backup.
Oh. Tapa King, thank you very much for your support and involvement dito sa Collegiate Challenge.
That was a point for Luna. Nagre-rejoice sila kasi minsan lang naman pumuntos
Oo nga
yung mga
naman.
libero.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, kita nyo, diba? All of a sudden, parang feeling niya, yeah! Lahat kayo nakatingin sa akin, ano? Those kind of things are gonna be happening. Sabi nga, it's a great team effort. Tahuay talaga ngayon. The way he was able to dig that up and keep it in play. We got a rally going on here. The combination. It's gonna be a pointer. Sherman Umandao overcooks it. And it went out. EAC. Kailangan gumawa ng paraan. Down already by 2 sets. Frel with a serve. And try to be quick about it. Paul Colinares na ibalik sa side ng UST. And this time, Chan Makang blowing cross court. Look at him rejoicing with his teammates. He loved that he was able to execute that well. 13-8. And USC very early trying to pull away, creating this big separation against their opponent, ang EAC Generals. The push. Buhay pa. Nagawa ng paraan ni Poy Colinares. Over the blockers. G-Boy with that push. EAC is an answer. Cross-court attack that will pave the way for a point. Ruther Abor. Kailangan gumawa ng paraan. He's willing to take on that responsibility para sa EAC Generals.
Nakikita natin, napapagod na
I
rin
know.
siya.
Pero kailangan pa. Yun lang. G-Boy De Vega will get another quick point here for UST. Up 5, 14-9. It's Boy Colinares to the service area. So giving away a free point to EAC.
Kasi pag nasa service line ka din, gusto mo na malakas yung mga service mo. Na you're gonna want to have a service ace.
Siyempre salamat din sa Jerry's Grill. Boss Jerome, long time no see. If you can also visit us here dito sa Paco Arena again.
Dala na rin po kayo
Mano
ng
po
sisig.
Ninong. Mano po Ninong. Ganun na.
Namamas ko na agad.
UST will get a point and another technical timeout. He will set number 3 and UST looking good. 16-10 with their advantage here. And ayun na nga, technical timeout na tayo. Still set number 3, taking a look at Boy Colinares. He's doing his thing also on the defensive end. Yeah. Ayun eh. Pinahihirapan niya ang EAC Generals with his presence. Mandal serves it into the net. Another free point here for EAC Generals. Avila comes in for Mandal. And for EAC, Mark Palatino. This guy has also been trying with those cross-court attacks. Pero the presence of Boy Colinares has been creating a lot of problems for EAC. Abor. And it's going to be a point here for EAC.
12-16.
Net violation on UST. Binawi.
Binawi ni Valera.
Minsan nakakagigil kasi as a middle blocker na gusto mong i-block lahat ng mga attack ng kalaban.
Tsaka ayaw mo ang huling matatandaan sa'yo, yung mali.
Kaya bumabawi rin kami sa mga offenses.
Oh! Derecho.
Looks like he's having a bit of trouble controlling his power.
Kanina may signs of exhaustion na rin on the part of EAC. Ang hirap nito eh, di ba? Keeping it close in the early stages and then pagdating ng home stretch, naiiwanan na sila ng UST so they have to double the effort right now. Eto na naman, no? The separation. This is now a 7-point lead that UST is enjoying and you could see the smile on the face of G-Boy De Vega. Is it going to be a short work here for UST? Well, nabigay muna sila ng point dito. It's going to be another error. It's going to be a count here for UST. That's already their 7th. Gura at the service area for EAC. How is this going to work out? Bor will really go for it.
Prel,
Takulog.
finally. Because he can see that the cross-court attacks niya hindi masyadong nag-work for him. So when he decided to switch it up, nakaka-score din siya.
Relax na relax lang yung mga ghost people.
Because they know they will go.
UST up 6 and up 2 sets to nothing.
Parang alas lineup lang may Malabunga at Ibanez.
And Josh Ibanez is back again. Parang pang finishing lang pagka kay Josh Ibanez na.
Parang slowly integrating him
Yeah.
back to his spiker position again.
Good dig right there by Ibanez from back row. Here comes another attack that will pave the way for point here para sa UST. And Dax Yambao.
Parang si Dax yung pumalo.
Siya
nga.
nga.
Siya din nag-i-integrate back to his spiker position.
Coach Rod for EAC doing this time out.
Tira mo kagad eh. Kaya hindi mo alam kung ano gagawin mo, kung papatamayin ba sa kamay o didiretso mo sa dulo. Pasit nga yung ginawa mo. Minadali mong paluin, which is wala ka naman nakikita sa ibabaw. Elevate ka. Pag may nakita kang kamay, diretso mo sa mga weakness. Pag nakita mo, walang kamay, edi itapon mo sa dulo. Na? Pag-aralan nyo kasi yung galaw sa taas, hindi yung pang angat palo. Hindi ganun yun.
Yun pala yung strategy na gustong gawin ni Frel. Yung kaya we thought that it was too strong kaya nag-outside. But in reality, he's trying to dahil matataas yung blockers ng UST, pinapatama niya sana going
mga
up.
kamay, oo.
Kasi he's beneath them. But now, sabi nga ni Coach, you need to adjust mid-air. Which is also difficult. So, unti-unti, they will learn this.
EAC gets a free point off that service error by Josh Ibanez.
That was
Went out.
outside.
Yep.
First spike pa lang niya.
Malabunga, oo.
Middle din to si Malabunga.
Kaya nga eh.
Baka pag Malabunga, middle talaga.
Dave Gante. Pwede pa ba? Sumusubok. Oh, there was Malabunga, but that was dug up by EAC. It's over for UST. Oh, nandun. Backham with a block. Ball still in play. And the EAC will get that point. Ruther Abor.
Abor really took advantage of the miscommunication on UST side. Kitang-kita.
Anong sinabi ni Abor pagkatapos niyang paluin? Yung bola?
Ano?
Aber?
Daming jokes today ni Sir Benj.
21-7. Just trying to have a whole lot of fun. Oh.
Natatawa naman ako.
So ito na, papako ang UST to that 21. And still giving a chance here for EAC to get closer. Deficit is down to 3. Yun lang. You can only hold on into your hopes. Because John Makam started to happen again para rito for this Jiangnan attack. Hotpot ba? Attack na sa Jiangnan. Dax Zimbao, they're just 3 points away to get a straight set victory. Will that happen? Abor off speed with that attack. Makam the drop. Buhay pa rin. Oh, yun. Medyo nagkaloko-loko that time around para sa EAC.
Because they already expected na si Abor yung bibigyan, lalo na we're at nearing the end of the match.
Sherwin
Siyempre.
Umandal has been sent back into the game. Yes, dalawa na lang ito for UST, Ana.
Si Abor ay umaapoy pa rin.
Sabi nga, high risk, high reward, and just giving it all you got for Ruther Abor.
Akala ko sabi nga niya, aber, aber.
And now this is... Ayun pa. So Malabungas and USC to match point. 6 match points here.
The middle blockers of UST are gaining that momentum and limelight. Parang ang daming set up for them during this match.
Jan Bacam serving for the match. And it was an ace. Talk about a brilliant ending. Wait, there's going to be a challenge here. Ng EAC. Nabitin yung celebration ng konti ng UST.
Nakataas na yung kamay.
I know.
Binaba ulit. And that's probably a ball-in, ball-out challenge.
For sure.
From Macam's service.
Baka sakali.
It is the last point. Might as well use the challenge.
Kaya nga.
And they barely use challenges in this match.
Yes. Obvious naman.
Ituloy yung celebration.
So yeah, that was really an ace for Jan Bacam. And finishing off EAC Generals in 3 sets. So many have shown here para sa UST as with regards to performing. And of course, we saw Josh Ibanez back. Medyo parang binibreak in pa siya ng UST. But everything taken care of with in convincing fashion for UST. Straight set victory, 25-18, 25-17, 25-19. Pabilis ng pabilis, oh. Started with 25 minutes, nabawasan 23, and now 22 na lang. At syempre, somebody has got to be recognized and be given a lot of attention dahil nga with some of the brilliant plays. Sino kaya yan? Obviously, Ana.
Yan, nasa middle blocker na madaming inambag in this match. He was attacking, he was blocking, leading the force of defense for UST. We have Boy Preliminaries as our best player of the game.
There you see, happy. And of course, that smile on his face. A short workout, I would say, para sa UST. At the expense of EAC Generals, but they truly did their part, especially that guy. So makikita natin dito, back in set 1. Wala natin, EAC will just keep it close. Talagang nandyan lang sila, ayaw magpaiwan. And then the sudden turn of things right in the middle of that first set, biglang humiwalay na ang UST. And that's the second set, parang ganun pa rin yung nangyari, Ana, eh, no?
It was UST that was dictating the game because it was their attacks and blocking that was allowing them para magkaroon ng gap in the score. But it was also their errors that was given to the Generals na kaya nakahabol sila when it comes to the scoring. But in the third set, even though the Generals were creeping, actually lamangan pa nila yung UST at some point. But, you know, with UST managed to one-up and they took control. with their good defense, blocking, even the floor defense was on point. Ang daming recovery, di ba? Ang dami nilang hinabol na we thought was already impossible to make.
So yan nga, nakita natin dyan. Itong UST upping their position sa ating team standings. There's gonna be a lot more action coming your way in the men's division. But an FEU versus Letran when we come back for more V-League Collegiate Challenge.
Volleyball is back dito po sa V-League.
What a rally we have here between these two lady squads. Boy Bambola, Nolex sa likod, and that's it.
Timing is everything talaga. Wow!